Well, today let's talk about finding a qualified teacher, okay? This is on the heels of last week's talk. Look, it's not easy. You know, it's like any profession. There are people out there that are really good at their job and people that aren't. There's people that are doing it strictly for a dollar bill, and there's people that are doing it because it's their calling. Obviously, you want to try to find the latter. You want to try to find people who are teaching who really are passionate and love teaching. And then, just as important, they know what they're doing. You know, they're qualified to present this aspect of the craft. For example, the Meisner technique. There's lots of people teaching all over the world the Meisner technique. Most all of them never even studied with Sandy, both either as a student, much less as a teacher. It's not a criticism, you know. They're finding their way and they're helping, and some, I'm sure, are really good at it. But it makes sense that if you're trying to learn a technique, something that was created by someone, the closer to the source that you can get it, the better. It makes sense. And so just do your best to try to get to the source, the purity of it. Try to talk to as many of their students as possible as far as referrals and feedback about, you know, the experience. And of course, you know, there's Yelp and there's all kinds of things like that to help facilitate trying to figure out who's good, who isn't. But bottom line is, you know, you want to try to audit classes, of course. Around here at the Meisner Technique Studio, just like Sandy's policy, you can only audit the first 2 classes of a beginning session, which makes perfect sense because it really is a technique. If you were to show up a month into it, you wouldn't even really know what's going on. It does a disservice to the teachings, to yourself. And it's not fair to the current students who are in the class to have strangers coming and going. And there's other reasons why it's just not allowed. But bottom line is, you know, you can audit the first 2 classes here, get a good sense of who we are, what the school's about, certainly talking to all of our students who are coming and going through the other classes that are going on. You know, it's just a wonderful opportunity. So I strongly recommend that you just do your research, try to talk to as many people who are currently there as possible. And anytime you see someone's work in your community, who's an actor's work, whose work it inspires you, that you think is strong, you know, reach out to them. Ask them who they studied with. See if you can get a referral that way. I really want to warn you that sometimes you'll find that this teacher, you know, a lot of people can throw up websites or make claims and say things, and you know, it's just because somebody's the most famous doesn't mean they're the best. And I really want to encourage you simply to just trust your gut. If you can audit, trust your gut. Talking to their students or alumni, trust your gut. And you should feel safe. You should feel nurtured, and you should feel like you're in the presence of somebody who truly knows what they're talking about, and they're not just collecting, you know, Sandy used to say every time the rent's due, there's 1,000 actors who call themselves acting teachers. There's a lot of that, there is. So you'll feel the difference between, you know, a really authentic teacher doing it for, in my opinion, the right reasons, and somebody who's doing it strictly to, you know, to pay the rent. Trust your gut, okay? Good luck. Let us know if we can help you in any way. Reach out to us. We can make some recommendations. We know teachers throughout the world as well. Okay? Good luck. See you soon.